advertise.
Welcome to the TelexFree Advertise and Technology Business Presentation by the Global TelexFree team. As I go through this business presentation on TelexFree, you're going to see that there's a number of ways that you can make money. Initially, you'll be paid weekly when you advertise, which in this case means posting an ad online. And when those ads result in a sale of technology. These two ways of earnings, advertising and technology, you will be able to earn back your sign-up fee regardless on the level that you came into the business without any recruiting or sales effort. This is our founder and president, James Merrill. He is located in the United States in Marlborough, Massachusetts. These two gentlemen are co-founders, Carlos Costa and Carlos Wisely. They are located in Brazil, and that's the picture of the TelexFree headquarters in Brazil, which is really where it all started, early in 2012. Though the company's primary operation has been in Brazil, their headquarters are in the United States. The following points should speak volumes to you, especially if you know anything about the home-based business industry. For that matter, they speak very well of any business in any industry. 1. TelexFree is debt-free, and they are currently doing over $40 million a month in sales. 2. In May of this year, they paid $29 million in taxes in Brazil alone. The company has actually established in 2002 under the name of Common Sense Communications, and in February of 2012 changed their name to TelexFree when a partnership was formed with Yamacas Commercial Ltda Me in Brazil. In recent months, they have retained the legal services of Gerald P. Nera, which is one of the most highly respected attorneys specializing in network marketing type businesses. 5. Since launching TelexFree MLM business in Brazil in early 2012, they've had over 800,000 affiliates sign up in Brazil alone, and 23 of them became millionaires by the end of 2012. Number 6, in November of 2012, they launched in the United States, and to date, there have been less than 10,000 affiliates nationwide. In June this year, they announced the acquisition of Vox Bras, which is a large company that provides phone, internet, and cable services in Brazil. Who is TelexFree? This is the visual of all of the TelexFree has evolved to up to this point. As shown on its opening page, we are into advertising and technology, as well as a few other areas as well. They have the 99 TelexFree technology that you see goes far beyond as what we think of as a telephone service. They have joined the joint venture with Best Western Motels in Brazil to remodel all of them for the upcoming international events, the World Cup Soccer in 2014 and the Olympics in 2016, and Telex Commerce as a result of partnering with some of the major regional companies in Brazil, currently in Brazil, offering their products and services at a discount to TelexFree affiliates that plan to open in the U.S. as well in the not-too-distant future. The idea behind the Google, Facebook, Bing, TelexFree hodgepodge is twofold. One, just as they have become a household name via the internet, it's also is the TelexFree. One of the primary ways this is happening with TelexFree is through the use of Facebook, YouTube, Google, and Bing rankings, and other online advertising methods. Vox Bros was recently acquired by TelexFree, and they are a huge provider of all of the following: internet, telephone, as well as TV and cable, primarily throughout Brazil. As mentioned earlier, we'll bring you back to your sign-up fee from basically two areas, advertising and technology. Regarding the technology aspects of the business, we are promoting a service called 99 Telex Free, which is a feature-rich VoIP service that allows you to make unlimited calling to 40 countries and to both landlines and mobile phones for only $49.90 per month. You can also place calls to any country for the same price when you're calling the 99 Telex Free to 99 Telex Free. Again, this is a feature-rich service that includes file transfers, conference calls, and screen sharing, as well as instant messaging. You can also do video chats.
Although I didn't want to admit it, every day I had to make a decision. Every week there was a decision if we were going to have enough money to even buy groceries. There was always a challenge, and I tell you, I can't say how many nights that I've laid in bed just wondering, how are we get the rent paid? It's just absolutely phenomenal. My wife and I, we had an opportunity of talking about that just the other day, and we can't believe how far we've come in a 7-month period, how much things have changed for us. You see, the reality is, I was a part of what the majority of people, at least in America, are going through. It's a culture shock for a lot of people. It's a financial shock because we used very good income, and because of downsizing in corporate America and things happening, as they say, Murphy's Law, if it can happen, it will. Well, that's exactly what happened to us. In fact, I used to be the type of person that when I would hear about people that were struggling, I would feel bad for them, but I couldn't relate to them until I became one of them. Until you, ladies and gentlemen, until you walk in the shoes of someone that walks into a grocery store and doesn't have $5 or $6 in their pocket and yet still has to feed their family that week, you don't know. You really don't know what it's like. And therefore, what I found myself doing is that I was in a position that I always constantly would look for opportunities. You know, I'm going to share with you some things that are interesting and why I'm so happy about this company, because this company is helping, ladies and gentlemen, people like I've never seen before. The things that have changed in my life are things that are changing in a lot of other people's life, but we have to talk about the bad stuff first. We've got to talk about what's going on. See, since 2006, 388 mortgage lenders have imploded. I used to be in the mortgage industry. Believe me, when that happened, it cut our income from high 6 figures down to nothing. 88 of the top builders that were out there building homes, ladies and gentlemen, they're not even in the business anymore. In fact, just recently, we had our home, because when you live in the South, you have to have exterminators come by because there's always kind of bugs here. An exterminator came by, and him and I got a chance to converse a little bit. And he was a prominent builder in the Atlanta, Georgia area, but now he was just now working for an extermination company, and he was happy to even have that job. And so when we were sitting there talking, he said, you wouldn't believe how much things have changed, how many things I've lost, how many things I had to give up. And now working for a lot less than what he was accustomed to, he said his life was difficult. 177 of the large hedge funds out there have imploded. Ladies and gentlemen, we're giving you the actual facts of what's going on in our economy. Some people that used to bury their head in the sand and not take notice of it and said, well, it's happening to other people, but it won't happen to me. went to work and found out that their stuff was sitting on a desk in a box with a note attached, your services are no longer needed here. You see, when you think about banks imploding, over 582 of them, ladies and gentlemen, we have a financial problem. In fact, last year, there were over 1.1 million bankruptcies that were filed. And in some areas, 3 out of 10 homes are in foreclosures, and 6 out of 10 are in default. Last year, guys, and this is just amazing, the amount of foreclosures went right through the roof. Right now, they're averaging 150,000 to 200,000 of them per month. And it's not over. In fact, when you look at our economy, one child, and this shocked me, out of every single classroom is homeless because of foreclosures. Now, why are we talking about all of this? Because it's the State of the Union. It is the inevitable problem that many people are facing. In fact, on any given night, between 2.3 and 3.5 million people are homeless. And if there were a way to help people out of the situations that they're in, guys, I want to share it with everybody. That's the reason why we're here. I was one of those individuals who had their credit score ruined, not because of I was a bad person. It was because of I had to deal with the hand that life dealt me. Because of that, it put me in a position that I did not want to be in. You know, I realize that 50% of all marriages that end in divorce right now, 80% of them are because of financial difficulty. But see, what if there was a way, ladies and gentlemen, to change things, not only for yourself, but for others? What if they are programs? What if there's information? What if there's people that you can talk to, that you can pick up a phone and talk to one of the nation's best financial advisors and get the advice that you need to turn your life around? Do you realize that there's so many people that could have headed off disaster, me being one of them? Had I had the advice of a good financial advisor years ago, when instead of spending, I could have been spending the same amount of money, but yet at the same time paying off my debt a lot earlier, a lot quicker, and even continuing to raise my credit score. What if you can now get a secured loan? No matter how bad things are, no matter how bad your credit is, what if you can get a secured loan without a credit check? To also have access to thousands of products, such as computers, the bedroom furniture, and a lot more, and have that report to all 3 credit bureaus to help you rebuild your credit. Folks, these are just a few of the examples of what's about to happen with this incredible service that we have to offer called the TelexFree Financial Advantage. Now, even though I've been in this company, guys, for 7 months, and I had the opportunity of going from extreme debt to now paying all of my debt off, I will tell you this. This financial advantage plan, I still need it. Why? Because I have things on my credit report that need not be there. I need the financial advice on how to plan and how to manage money so that I don't end up in tax trouble. This is some of the incredible advantages that this financial advantage plan has to offer for everyone. Millions of people need this. And you know, we're offering it through an industry that's larger than the music industry and even the NFL. I mean, you're looking at 9.5 to 16.5 billion. Most people will consider it a dream just to become a part of that industry. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about an industry that's much bigger than that. Even the gaming industry at 6.7 or 67 billion, and the movie industry, 80 billion. And we're talking about a product that's going to be sold in an industry far greater than all of these. And that is the network marketing industry. See, some people, when you don't know what you don't know, you just don't notice you don't know it. $167 billion industry. And yet at the same time, you have some people that will tell you, oh, don't do that. That's a pyramid. See, these individuals have no clue. I'd rather listen to someone that's a billionaire that's already made it that gives me the guidance and direction than listen to someone who has just the same amount of bills as you or more. That's why we listen to what billionaires are referring, and that is they're recommending network marketing. These two gentlemen, Robert Kiyosaki and Donald Trump. In fact, Donald Trump said if he lost it all, he'd gain it back through network marketing. Folks, that's called a clue. But yet at the same time, even though millions are made in network marketing, 90% of the people will quit before they earn their first check. Why? Because we're accustomed to getting paid weekly. And if we don't make a sale that week, we can't get paid until now. And see, the new, what we call paradigm shift in network marketing is going on right now. It is a company that provides you with weekly stability of income and the power of the unlimited income potential that network marketing has to offer. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for you to not only get the information, but get positioned with what I'm telling everybody is the company of the future, and that's TelexFree. Now, this financial plan, we've already had several people who've been testing it. They've watched their credit scores go up. They've watched their financial situation turn around. And this is going to be accessible soon to everyone. We also have other services and products that are headed your way to help you earn additional income. And no, you don't have to wait for the products and services to come. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some now that you can start today by either purchasing the services or, even better, by starting to earn income. By having your own contracts with a company that is allowing you to place small, tiny classified ads online, spending just minutes a day doing it. They're going to give you your own online web store. And because you're posting ads every day, every week they're going to give you free software that you can put on your online store, sell it, and earn up to 90% of the commission. And even if you can't sell it this week to the public, please pay attention. The company says if you can't sell it, we'll stand by the product that we're giving you for free, and we'll allow you to sell it back to us. We'll allow you to repurchase for 40% of the price. Guys, that's amazing. See, in this company, we have people earning up to $100 a week, $500 a week, $1,000 a week or more. See, I'm not allowed to tell you what people are making in this company because it would be considered enticement. All I can tell you is get a calculator, do the math, and you will understand that you have the income potential to be as high as you want it to be, and you get to control it. Why? Because this is a company that's paying you to help them to advertise. The bigger they get, the more revenue they have, the more money we all make. On top of that, when the product or service that you advertise, when it does sell to the public, you make more money. See, one of the services we've had since January of 2012 is called a TelexFree 99 package. It's a VoIP technology. You download it on your computer. I use mine, and I absolutely love it. From your computer, you can make video calls to other people. You can share files with people. You know, it's amazing what you can do with the software. But you also have an application where you can use it from your smartphone or even use it from your landline and call 40-plus countries. Now, the software is only $49.90 a month. And we have literally, guys, hundreds of thousands of customers that are on that software and absolutely loving it. But what we want to talk about today is the fact that we know everyone that is listening to the sound of my voice, everyone needs income. So if you want to help this company advertise, there's something you can do. You can sign up for a $50 partner fee. That will allow you to earn 10% of the commission. But if you want to do as the majority of the people are doing, and that is get a contract, you can purchase an Ad Central contract. It's only $289 to upgrade. Then in your online store, they're going to give you 10 of the TelexFree $49.90 packages to sell to the public. And as you sell each one for $49.90, you earn $44.91. Now, I know that's unheard of, but they're going to give you 90% package cost the first month. And then after that, every month that person repurchases that product, you earn a 10% residual income. You might say, well, what happens if I run out of all 10 of the packages? How do I get more? It's real simple. If you agree to place one ad per day, and it's minutes a day to do that, You're placing one ad per day on the software. And as people see those ads, it is getting more notoriety to the company. It's becoming more of a household word. Package that you get for free, when it sells, you get 90% of the retail price. But if it doesn't sell, you can now hit a repurchase button and sell it back to the company at 40% of the retail price. That means you're about $20 a week, and since your contract is for 52 weeks, guys, do the math. If you can make this amount, anywhere from $1,040 to well over $2,000 by having one Ad Central package, how would you like to have 2 or 5 or 10 or more? Well, we have many people that have that. There's another package called an Ad Central Family. It costs $1,375. The only difference is that you're going to receive more packages. They give you 50 up front to sell. You place 5 ads a day. They give you 5 new packages every week. You sell those to the public. You make $224. You can't sell them to the public. You hit the repurchase button, sell them back to the company. You make $100 for 52 weeks. So you're going to average anywhere from $5,200 to over $1,000 to $1,200 or to $12. You're looking at $10,000 or more, literally just selling this product to the public. The amazing thing is that, again, we tell everybody, figure out how many Ad Central Family contracts you want. It means you're going to place more ads. But the more ads you place, the more people that are exposed to your products and services, and the more sales you can get. We've got one gentleman in the company right now who sold 363 just of the phone packages. He said he can't wait for the financial package to come because he's going to sell thousands of those. Why? Because there's so many people that need that service. Now let's talk for a moment about additional income. What I'm going to talk about now is optional. If you choose to do this, you can earn a substantial, significant income on top of just the amount of income that we talked about you can earn on your own. You see, it's called building a team. See, we share this with people not because we want to make additional money. We share this with people because we want to help them. See, what price tag can you put on when you have a person who you've helped change their zip code because they now have the opportunity to sit at home, place ads, and earn income? They don't have to no longer be under the subjection of someone telling them, no, I don't want to get your product this week. You know how many people that have killed in network marketing business, killed their dreams because they went to someone, and just because of that person was negative or had misinformation or for whatever reason told them no, it caused that person to give up on their business and give up on their dreams. I will tell you this, folks. I've earned 6 figures in some businesses, and others I've earned absolutely nothing. And the ones that I've earned absolutely nothing was the product of I went to someone, I thought it was a good product, service, idea, or company, and when I went to tell them about it, they shot me down. And they started telling me how it wouldn't work and how that product is not going to go anywhere and it's useless and it's overpriced, and whatever reason, I listened to them, and that company on. In fact, people went on to make millions of dollars in that company, people that got in after me. Why? Because they didn't let the word no stop them. Well, what if you don't have to worry about the word no anymore? That's the benefit of this company. You see, here, as you share this with people, if you have a customer, every time you want to share this with someone and let them know, you don't have to hearing the word no anymore. That person decides they want to upgrade and become or purchase an Ad Central contract, you're going to earn a $20 bonus. It's small, but it's the beginning of something large. And if it's an Ad Central family contract, you earn a $100 bonus. But everyone is now starting to be placed into 2 teams. You see, as you turn around and bring one person in and share it with them and bring another person in and share it with them, you'll have the computer place one person on your left team, the other on your right team. Now from there is where I say the boom, boom, boom fun begins. See, ladies and gentlemen, every morning I wake up and I go look at my back office. I tell you, it makes me drop to my knees in thanks. Why? Because you're not only paid off of your efforts, you're now starting to get paid off the efforts of two entire teams as they work together to help themselves earn additional income, and it pays you an additional income. See, the computer is going to monitor both of your teams. And every time it sees a new Ad Central package sold on your left and right team, it pays you an additional $20 bonus. And if it's an Ad Central family contract, why, it's an additional $60 plus $20 bonus. Now, when I first got into this company, guys, I'm going to tell you, I consider myself to be a compensation plan specialist. But I had no idea of the power of this compensation plan until I started to see it unveil. You see, this compensation plan can pay you up to $15,360 per day. You know, there's some people that when you think about the opportunity of earning income, some people can't imagine earning this type of income. And I say that's okay. If you can't imagine it, it's okay. Because it's not all about all the income, and it's not all about, yes, this company's produced several millionaires and several multimillionaires, but, you know, it's not about that. It's about helping people who just maybe need to make an extra $100, $200, $300, $500 a week. Because if you can help enough people get what they want, ultimately you build a huge organization. And if that wasn't enough, guys, you know, the company pays us residual weekly income. The only thing I was ever familiar with was monthly residual bills. And let me tell you something, they came every month. Even if I didn't want them to come, they're going to come anyway. Can you imagine getting weekly residual income? This was a difficult concept for me to kind of grasp at first. But you're getting paid off of the same services over and over again every week. Let me give you an example. Everyone that you share this with is your first level. The people that they're sharing it with, that's your second level. And it's not just the people, it's the amount of contracts that these individuals own. See, some people may own 2 contracts, others may own 5. Some may own 10 or more. And on each contract, they're receiving free packages for placing their ads every day. And every week that they're getting these contracts, the one that they don't sell to the public, they sell back to the company, and you are paid on those contracts every single week as they're sold back. Folks, I'm telling you, this to me is one of the most amazing parts of the compensation plan, because it's paid weekly off the same sales over and over and over again. And as if that weren't enough, here's what's really starting to become the big picture for a lot of people. On top of the weekly residual income, there's additional monthly residual income. You see, as you develop your teams, as you go out and share this with people who are thankful because their life is changing and they're sharing it with others, they're all getting customers. And the customers are where it's at, because you're going to find that customers are going to be on your voice service. Customers are going to now turn around and get on the TelexFree financial advantage plan. That's going to be more money every month. So people are going to start to see that their income can double and triple off the same amount of customers, because those customers are getting multiple services. And you can override an additional 5 levels of monthly residual income off of customers you don't know, never will meet, but you'll get paid off of them, simply because you've met the requirement, and that is if you have 5 personal customers yourself, you'll cover 5 additional levels of residual income. You know, the company is exciting, ladies and gentlemen, and you're brand new. I don't want to throw a lot of figures out, because I know when I first saw this, it was confusing for me. But I want you to walk away with this. Yes, there's some additional ways of earning income. There's a 1% bonus pool. There's even a 2% bonus pool when you become a team builder. I want you to get with the person that shared this call with you and say, explain the team builder thing to me. Because you can become a team builder in several different ways. And just in one way, I've seen people become team builders, and they own 11 Ad Central family contracts. And each one, they're making a minimum of $100 a week. They could be making as much as $200 or more per week off of each one. Guys, think about this. These people are making anywhere from $1,125 a week all the way up to about $2,200, $2,300 a week just selling the packages that they're getting for free. It is absolutely an incredible income-bearing system. And it all starts with a decision to get a contract, to get started. Here's what I know. Customers want the VoIP service. We have one guy that, as I said, sold over 363 of them. And they need the financial services of the TelexFree Financial Advantage Plan. Can you imagine if just one person got that, they utilized the TelexFree Financial Advantage Plan, and they ended up perhaps saving their marriage. They ended up perhaps saving their home. They ended up perhaps saving their family. They ended up perhaps saving the financial shame of having their credit ruined. And you got them on track where they can now turn around and rebuild everything back up, even if it went to the worst case scenario. Guys, listen. When that happens and you help just one person, they'll be forever thankful to you, because you never know the impact that you can have on a person's life. I'm so thankful for the person that sent me an email, and I almost deleted it. But because I took advantage of the information, I went out and I started to work, and I started to tell people about it because I was excited. I wanted to share with everyone that I knew how they can improve their financial situation. I've touched the lives of a lot of people. And you know what? Not only has it literally changed my life, but the greatest joy that I get is when I meet people 3 months from now, 6 months from now, and we start to talk about their situations and see how much things have changed in their life. Guys, I tell you what, I can't get a better joy than that. So please get back with the person that invited you to this call. Get your questions answered. Get started today. Guys, what I'm telling you, literally, this is the company of the future. It is a paradigm shift that has literally changed the lives of a lot of people. Miss Kelly, I still see you here on the line. I'm going to go ahead and turn the call back over to you. Hopefully your phone's working now.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Miss Kelly.
Oh, fabulous.